Hi everyone. So in this video I'll explain about what are the different types of finite automatas. So finite automatas are two types, depends on their transition function. So the first one is deterministic finite automata. Finite automata. Simply we can say DFA. And the second one is non-deterministic finite automata, which is also known as NFA. Right, so DFA is nothing but deterministic finite automata, whereas NFA is nothing but non-deterministic finite automata. And the finite automata is categorized in these two ways, depends on their transition function. Depends on their transition function. So I already explained the formal definition of a finite automata in my previous video. So just we go through. So for DFA or NFA, so when coming to a formal definition for both DFA and NFA is, it's nothing but it's a collection of 5 tuples, right? It's a collection of 5 tuples. I already said we have a difference between DFA and NFA by its transition function, and all the remaining is same. So when you take the definition of DFA or NFA, so it will be a collection of 5 tuples. So that is capital Q, sigma, delta, and then Q naught and F. So capital Q is nothing but set of states. So we can say like it's a finite set of states. And sigma is nothing but set of input symbols. And Q naught is initial state. Capital F is a final state. So Q naught is belongs to capital Q, whereas F is a subset of your capital Q, right? So you can take any one of the state from your set of states that will be acted as a initial state. So whereas your final state, you can have any number of final state, and that everything is coming from your set of states only. Whereas your transition function for DFA is, so you can start with any of the state. So from Q. So now we can start with any of the state from Q, and you can take an input symbol, right? You can take an input symbol from sigma, and you are moving to one state, any one of the state, any one of the state. So this is of your DFA, right? Simply what your DFA will say, the transition function of DFA will say, you can take any of the state from Q, and you can take any of input symbol from sigma, and you can move to any one of the state in your finite set of states. For example, so I can start my state Q1, and I just read my input symbol 1, and I am moving to one state, that is Q naught. So this is of DFA. Whereas NFA, Right, now coming to NFA. So what your transition function will say is, so now you can start or you can take any of the state and you can read the input symbol and you are moving to set of states. So here Q is nothing but any one of the state. It is set of states. Example, suppose see. So now from Q1 I am taking an input 0 and I am moving to two states Q0 and Q1. Right? So this is a transition function of your NFA. Right. So when coming to formal definition of both NFA and DFA, both are same. Only they both are differentiate in their transition function. So simply we can take the finite automata, either DFA or NFA, is a collection of 5 tuples. So that is capital Q, sigma, delta, Q naught and F. So capital Q is nothing but finite set of all the states. Sigma is finite set of all your input symbols. Q naught is an initial state. F is a final state. So whereas delta in deterministic finite automata will say you can take any of the state from Q and you can read your input symbol and you are moving to only one state. Right? You can move only one state at a time. We cannot move more than one state in your deterministic finite automata. Whereas in your non-deterministic finite automata, so you can move to more than one state at a time. See, for example, I am trying to draw a transition diagram for this transaction. See, I have two states Q0, Q1. So what this transition function will say, from Q1 I am reading my input 1 and I can move to the state Q0. So this is your transition function will say in DFA. Whereas in NFA, so what this example will say, so simply you have Q1 state, right? Q1 state by taking an input symbol. So this is your state Q1 and this is your state Q0. So now what your transition function of your NFA will say, now you can read input symbol 0 and you can move two states. So from Q1, if I am taken 0 as my input and I can move to Q0 and I can move to Q1 itself. So now you can observe that by taking the same input, I can move more than one state in non-deterministic finite automata. Whereas in deterministic, I cannot do that. Right? So this is the main difference between the deterministic and non-deterministic finite automata. Thank you.